So today I wanted to make a walk vlog, but it decided to rain today. I hate my weather, I swear to God. It's like it'll pick the worst weather that you can, like, that you don't want to happen at the worst times. And then when you want that good weather, it's around the time when you're not really thinking about it, you know. Just comes and goes. Kind of like that saying, uh, the summer rain, you could never predict it. This is kind of the summer rain, I guess, because we're at the end of summer, right? Or I think we are, I'm not sure. I'm not good with seasons. Anyways, I've been thinking about lately about how, like, I'm basically boycotting, but I'm not like boycotting, like trying to get others to boycott it, but I'm still doing it myself, and it's weighing a toll on my mind. It really is. Because it's weird. It's like back when Jack Black was mostly famous for movies, let's be honest. Even though he was a musician, I thought at first, but kind of second. But he's still a musician and a big time musician too. It's just people mostly knew him for his movies. Back then, well, I knew him for his movies and music. That's what I liked about the entertainer. But now it's weird because it's like now he's getting famous again, or he's finally getting recognition, it feels like. Or once again, probably, because I think this probably happened during his Tenacious D phase for probably like a good 2 months for Jack Black and Kyle Cage. But I didn't get to see that because I guess I wasn't really into media, that much, like talk shows and stuff like that at the time. But so it could have happened then. But now I see it happening, like where it's like especially through YouTube. It's like Jack Black is doing all these appearances as Bowser, and even one song he made for the movie, like Peachy it's called, or something like that. I don't know the song name. But I see even that getting famous. So I don't know, that's just interesting for me to see, it's like it's weird because it's like I really don't want to watch a movie. Like, and I think I figured it out, like why I really don't like the fact that Seth Rogen's playing Donkey Kong. It's not because it's like one of my personally most hated actors playing one of my most favorite game characters out there. That's not the case. I found out what it actually was. And it actually is a lot bigger than that. I wonder what these two poles are. What the heck? They're like, how'd they do that? They must have something in the middle of them. There's like, whatchamacall. There they are. Those two pink poles, those are pink noodles from like the pool. I'm like, how'd they stick in the ground like that? Aren't they made out of foam? If you got a nail inside them, yeah, they could stick in the ground. I could see that. But anyways, sorry I got off topic. That was random as hell. Random stuff just like has me thinking. It takes me off topic easily. That's how you can get me to change my topic that I'm talking about. If you do something completely random and out of the blue, honestly, I'll drop my topic and I'll try to figure out what's wrong with you. Are you just random like me, or are you just trying to guess the thing about something else? That's what I meant by what's wrong with you. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with you all. But anyways, back to the topic at hand. So yeah, I always thought it was because of that. Like, I didn't watch a Super Mario movie because, well, it was one of my most hated characters in it, or entertainers, that were playing one of my most favorite game characters. It felt like it ruined the game character Donkey Kong for me. It really did. But that wasn't the case. Now I'm figuring out the more I think about it. Actually, what's bothering me now is the fact that, like, They have, so think about it. Like, I mean, well, don't even think about it, but put yourself in my shoes for a second, okay? You grow up being called Shaggy, Shady, all these potheads, all the potheads that became famous for smoking pot. I got their nicknames. I didn't ask for their nicknames. I didn't claim their nicknames. I just got them. Why is there a food bowl, a dog food bowl out here? I don't know. Freaked me out though. But yeah, so when you think about like that, okay, so most of my life I had to deal with like, okay, I guess I'm the pothead in the group, or I'm that goofy character in the group like Shaggy, you know? I couldn't become the leader of the group like Fred, like how I actually was, my brain wise, but people didn't give me the chance. If only they did, they'd be so much better off. They'd be at the top of everything. But they decided to make me the Shaggy Shady guy, you know? So that bothered me throughout my life. It really did. Like, I kept changing. I mean, I didn't let people know about it because as a man, you know, you don't really let your feelings out like that. At least that's how we're raised. So what I did with it was I would basically try to update my look and try to keep on changing my look. That way, you know, if they wanted to pinpoint me down the character that's been seen on TV so many times before, then try your best now, you know, because I'm gonna keep on changing. You're not gonna be able to pinpoint me down to one character. You're gonna have to call me the new creator, like I am. Like the nickname I gave myself, the new creator, because that's all characters right there. What was that? Sound like a flat tire about to pop. But yeah, so now think of it like that. And now, your favorite character, now remember, you still have to be in my shoes for this one. So your favorite game character is Donkey Kong. And they got one of the biggest potheads of the modern today on entertainment side, you know, playing your favorite character. After you stop being called those nicknames because it becomes more of a normalized thing, you know. It's not like people are going around calling people Bob and Fred, because that's too normal. There's nothing entertaining about that. So now that pot has become more normalized, you know, there's not much Shaggy nicknames going around like that. But the fact that now Seth Rogen has to go and screw with my game character, man, Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong isn't a pothead. Let's get that right now. Okay, yeah, he had a cartoon where he was kind of an idiot on, but back around that time, you gotta put in mind that most of those cartoon main characters were idiots. So that was what was funny back then. Honestly, Donkey Kong could only say like 3 or 4 phrases, but after that cartoon, not only did it make him look stupid, but it also gave him a bigger vocab that like wasn't even supposed to happen in the first place. Like, he was supposed to say, okay, that's it. I think that was it. I think honestly that's it. Like, all he's supposed to say is okay. He's an okay man, like a yes man, you know. He'd say okay, make monkey noises. That was Donkey Kong. But I feel like that cartoon really screwed him over, and that was so long ago, you know, and most people don't even know about the cartoon. That's what's crazy. It's just like, it just takes one person to know about it. It just takes one person to know about it and bring it back, you know. That's what happened there. You know who would be a good character to play Donkey Kong? Someone that was like a big action hero, honest to God. Not only because like Donkey Kong's that, you know, the tank in the Mario group, but also because like those action heroes, they only have a few, you know, good catchphrases when it comes down to it. You know, like hasta la vista, I'll be back. Oh, that's the same guy. I don't know anymore, honestly, at the moment. This walk's taking it out of me. Look at this tree, it's dying. Poor tree. It is what it is. It sure does look nice out though. Even though it rained, it does look nice out. It's like all the dead leaves were pulled from the trees, and now that's all that's left is the good leaves. The dead leaves are either washed away in the drain, not to come back another day, or on the floor in big patches. That's a little bit annoying around here when it rains, is that we got really messy trees and bushes around here. Like, we got them kind of bushes that make a giant mess, you know, and you gotta walk through it. I don't know if it gets stuck on your shoe. Let me check. Yeah, it does get stuck on your shoe. All the little yellow flowers. That's what I don't like about them. Such a messy. It's like, oh, it looks nice. Oh yeah, but it's messy. Honestly, this town's just stupid like that. They'll take, it's not even the easy option or the hard option. They'll just take the cheap option is what it is, honestly. I think that's what it is. Because it's safer to walk in the road than it is on the sidewalk. That's what James Randall says from the GTA series. You know, he has a good point though. He's like, yeah, because if someone's driving on the sidewalk, they're most likely not going to care if they're avoiding you or not. But if they're driving on the road like a normal person, they're going to avoid you like a normal person. So it's best to walk in the road. Smart thinking. It's not that bad of thinking, honestly. Like, it's kind of like how I do. Like, cops hate it when I do this. And even stupid neighbors hate it when I do this. But it's like, calm down. You have nothing to do with it. If I get hit, I get hit. But when I have to walk down a road that has no sidewalk on it, I'll walk in the direction that the cars are coming towards. That way, I can see the lights of the cars, you know, easily. And I can be prepared to move out the way. I never like to walk with like the same lane that the cars are driving towards, because it's like all it takes is one speeding car to come in like a couple seconds. All it takes a couple seconds and boom, you go up in the air and everything fades to black. And all you can think is, okay, they're turning cool. All you can think is like, you know, dang, I should have walked on the other side of the road. I should have been, you know, watching the cars come at me, not letting the cars drive up behind me. Is what it is. Also, like one time, my friends freaked me the hell out. I swear to you. So I just got done playing basketball at the park. And the park was like, probably, I don't know, I'd say like, shoot, how far was it? Probably like around good 5 to 6 blocks away at most. And then so as soon as I started this walk back home, I had to walk park like this first part you have to walk part to get back home to my place. It was like there was no lights at all. Like you had to walk down a good half mile with no lights. And so I'm doing that, right? I'm walking down the half mile, and all I could think about at the time in my head was like, dang, I hope an animal doesn't come out and bite me or anything like that. I was thinking of animals, like wild animals. But my friends had other plans for me. They sure did. They sure did. They pulled probably one of the dirtiest pranks that ever got pulled on me, honestly. Because I thought I was gonna die in this prank. That's how good of a prank it was. I thought I was gonna die. So my friends are pulling up in my friend's new car. So I have no idea it's their car already. Not only that, but it's not even my friend's car, but it's my friend's of a friend car, you know? So I have no idea who car this belongs to, but it's midnight, and on this road, it's like there's no cars driving on this road that I'm walking down at night. And so, like, as soon as it was like all flat terrain too, so like you can basically, if you look down the way I was walking, you could see my apartments from there. But if you look down the other way, you can see the factory and stuff, like where it turns off to the highway. It was like a flat terrain like that. And then so when this one car pulls up, and like first it shines its high beams when it's far away, so like it makes me realize the car is back there right away. And then so I'm like, who the heck is this? Or with their black car and tainted windows. And at the time, it was even more illegal to have tainted windows back then. So to see that, I was like, holy crap, these are some gangsters. So I start to speed walk, and I get to this one part where there's a light. And then so with that light, I see like, oh crap, these car windows, what are you doing? You chose that, so I get to walk first. Pedestrians first, sucker. So I chose like, I like, as soon as I got to this light, I looked at this car. I got a good look at it. I'm like, oh crap. It's playing loud music, like gangster rap music. And the windows are all tainted out. I had a bad feeling about this. And like I just got done playing basketball, so I wasn't in the mood to be running, you know. So like what I did is when I saw this happening, it was like a movie, honestly. I felt like this is a movie of where they open the trunk in Goodfellas, and they're like, all right, bam, 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 shoot him dead, you know. That's how I felt in that moment. And so I lit up my cigarette, and it was funny because I had 2 cigarettes left. My plan was to save a cigarette. At the time, I was too young to be buying cigarettes, but ooh, those ducks came in like birds. But yeah, so I lit up a cigarette, and I'm thinking, man, this is gonna be my last cigarette ever. And then as soon as the car starts to approach me, like I stop moving. I'm like, you know what? I walked far enough. I'm pretty tired. If I'm gonna get shot right now, I'm not gonna get shot moving. I'm gonna get shot standing still to show them like how much balls I got, you know. And so that's what I did. I stood still, and this car was like slowly approaching behind me. And finally it pulls up to the side of me. They roll down the window like, hey Dalton, what's up? Oh, it's my friends. That was the dirtiest prank I swear ever I got pulled on. Oh my God. Just thinking about that, oof. Like, I'm glad that the prank didn't happen now, because I'd be willing to fight. Like, friend or foe, I don't care. You're gonna pull a prank like that, make me fear for my life, push me in the corner. I'm an animal, you know. You don't want to push this animal in the corner. But yeah, so that's probably one of the scariest pranks I've ever had to deal with. And it's funny because it just happened out of luck, you know. It's like out of nowhere it happened, just perfect timing. That's funny, when I look at a car, like I might not be a car person, but I know the laws, and I know like that's one thing that's funny to me about the laws is like when you see a car windows that are tainted out to 4, you gotta guess. You don't have to, but you should put in your mind that there's something suspicious about that car and those people in it. So, and at the time, like around here, it was like you could have your windows tainted to a 2. It was like out of a 4 or 5, I think. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a car person, but around the time, you could only have them tainted to a 2. So it was like, you know, dimly tainted, but you could still see inside the car. His car windows were tainted to a freaking 4. I swear you could not see inside this car window. And the funny thing is I even sped walked because I saw this car approaching me. I'm like, holy crap, you know, I'm about to get shot up or something, because it's like the perfect time. If someone wanted to shoot me, it'd be now at this time with no witnesses. Well, I guess we're gonna have to get to these big boys, whatever they are. Body armor, huh? Which 2 you think we're gonna grab? Comment below. You gonna get grapefruit, tropical punch, or blue raspberry, orange mango, or strawberry banana? Which one do you think I'm gonna grab? Well, isn't that just a shame? Came here to get some energy drinks for potion creating, and they added up 50 more cents. I only got $5 on me. How sad. Maybe there's something we can add together here. Oops. Well, it's like he tried to get some drinks for us for potion trading, but his idea of making money work didn't really work. See, he tried to pay half of it with the food stamps and the other half with real money, and it turned out you can't do that. Just cannot do that. I was told you could do that, and I told Psyche you could do that, so it's kind of my fault. But to be fair, in Psyche's world, they don't really use currency like we use currency. Not close to it. Unless if you count the old days. Like I'm talking about old days when there was no such thing as a currency before. You know, Psyche walks into a shop, makes a trade, gets what he wants. And, of course, there's other ways too. Chucky, Chuck E. Cheese is a place to be when you are wanting to, especially be happy, eating some cheese pizza, playing some games, maybe overpriced, but also really nice. Chuck E. Cheese is a place to be. Hey, Chuck E. Cheese.